Hello everyone, welcome back to StoneBlock 2, episode number 21. And since we last left off, I have, might have got out of control a little bit. I have been working on a few things, and I know in the last episode we were working on some chickens, and I might have done some chickens. So I went ahead and made up a few things. We made some red chickens. We went ahead and made a green chicken. I went ahead and made a sand chicken. I also went ahead and made the redstone chicken, which most of these are pretty easy to do. These are just kind of a lot of the starter ones, and as well as the yellow, which we already had. And then I made my way to the glass chicken because of the nether quartz chicken. And then I made my way to the diamond chicken, which is pretty nice, but there's even better. There's even better, trust me about this. So we have 8, watches of flowing time going currently, and I made emerald chickens because emeralds are better than diamonds. Emeralds give us 16,000, over 16,000 EMCs, whereas a diamond only gives us about 8,192, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. But we do have, 8,192. So we do have plenty of those, and, so I kind of went a little overboard, I do believe. Let me just put those in here, just in case we haven't taught those to them yet, and we'll just toss that in there as well. There we go. So let me just run you guys by this. This is pretty simple. All we've got going on here is just some 10 emerald chickens, which obviously, by the way, these are actually pretty easy to get once you get them made. Emerald chickens are not even in the book. So once you make a diamond chicken, at least I didn't see them in the book. I don't see them in here. I see the ender pearl chicken, draconium, iron pig, blood, nether wart, the slime. I don't even see anywhere in here anything about the emerald chicken. There is like no record of the emerald chicken. They don't want you to know about the emerald chicken. Why? Because the emerald chicken is awesome. And the reason for this is because it makes a lot of emeralds. That is a lot of EMC just being constantly generated while sitting here. Now, I've noticed I've lost some time in my time in the bottle because I've been using it to also generate us up some more, just to kind of get this done in a quicker fashion. Mainly because I was using it to breed and make 10 versions of these emerald chickens here. So now that we got 10 emerald chickens, it's pretty easy to set up. So, I've been letting it run. I've been letting it run, and we have a lot of EMC. Just one of these rows, which, let's just go ahead and say, let's do the top row here. Let's just do a top row, and then we're going to take all this, and we're going to put it inside of here. That brings us up from our 500,000, or 500 million EMC, to about 4.5 billion EMC. That's a lot of EMC. That's a lot of stuff to do things with. And we're about to make it even worse. So I'm going to show you guys this little setup real quick. This is a very simple setup, and I have it set up here because it is definitely, as you can tell, working with the watches of flowing time, which is great. So our chicken breeder is working on making even more 10 chickens, and currently we have an energy condenser set up at the top. I just put a lot of EMC, like a big EMC item inside of here, so that way this just basically lasts forever. And the hopper's also being affected by this, so it is increasing its tick speed, sending even more seeds into this than it can, and it's just producing us a lot of emerald chickens. Currently, we are sitting at 3,700, and we're about to hit 3,000. Yeah, there it is. 3,720 emerald chickens at 10. Now, why do we want all this? Because we're about to make this extremely overpowered today. We're at least going to try, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a nice little EMC setup, but first there's a few things I actually want to do. We're going to go ahead and set up the area for this, and then in the end of the episode, toward the end of the episode, or around then, we're going to start setting up something else that's going to be a little bit better than just using this here, the energy condenser. So let's go ahead and start working on setting this area up. All right, so we're gonna grab our flex bore here. Let's go ahead and set this to 3x3x3 sounds good. And we're gonna come up here and we're gonna try to center this, which I believe is right about in here. This does look appropriate to me. We'll clear out a nice little room back here. Actually, you know, let's go one deeper. Yeah, why not? Does not hurt. Some torches actually would be very helpful. We're gonna have some mobs spawning in there, which is fine, I guess. Can we go down, please? Thank you. Torch. Told you. Hi, Fred. What's going on, buddy? Bye, Fred. Nice seeing you. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So we're gonna go out one this way, and one this way. And I'm just gonna make a nice size room. It's probably gonna be a lot bigger than it actually really needs to be, in all fairness. But we're just gonna try to make a decently sized room real quick. So we're just gonna use our wonderful flux board to kind of help drill us out a small area. And eventually, I guess we'll try to make it look nice. I'm not sure. I haven't really been one for trying to make things look nice because I have just been extremely busy outside of the pack here, which is quite unfortunate. But we can at least make it kind of fun. I think this is going to be a kind of a more fun kind of thing to do than anything, because this is going to generate probably a lot of EMC that I'm just not used to having. So that'll be really nice. So there we go. There's some light in here, and we're just going to go ahead and pop maybe a torch there. Might as well go ahead and pop one at the door as well. That way it's nice and lit up in here. It looks pretty good. All right, so now we got that set up. Let's set up some other things. Now, I've noticed that all these watches of flowing time, I'm sorry about the jitteriness with the, like this. My mouse is acting up, and if it's not one thing, it's another. See, like I'm trying to switch to 2 right now, which is my eye chisel, and there it goes finally. And it does that sometimes with my torches, but 2 is the worst, and I've been trying to get that worked out. But yeah, the whole thing at this, and I've even cleaned the bottom and the laser, everything. It's just kind of giving me some issues. So anyways, let's go ahead and start working and moving this over. We're gonna grab a stack of dark matter pedestals. Super easy like that. And we're also gonna start grabbing some watches of flowing time. I'm actually a little unsure if this is going to end up breaking my computer. I'm actually a little worried this might end up breaking my my computer. So I kind of had an idea to do this after setting this up, because this just kind of seemed, I don't know, perfect for this. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. It's a shame we can't just like pull these out fully charged up. So this is already more than what we got going on over there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just activate the center one, because we're probably not going to be able to touch that one very well after this. But I'm thinking like a 3x3 of these guys is possibly going to be enough, I hope. Let's see, what do we got here? 5, 6. Let's grab a few more. And I might actually just go ahead and put a few of these in my bag, so that way I can just pull them out when we're ready. So, I don't know how this is actually, honestly, I don't know if this is going to work, or if this is just going to destroy the world, or if it's going to break my computer. I would definitely recommend doing this if you have a slower computer, in increments. Definitely do this in, like, increments, because this could turn out pretty bad if you just scale this up really large. There's not much telling how this is really going to affect my computer, I would assume, or even just the world in general. So, yeah, definitely take caution in doing this if you're going to play along as well, is all I'm going to say. So I'm going to do my best here to try to take it to where I think maybe my computer could handle. Alright, so there we go. All of these should be ready to go. Let's go ahead and start working on activating them. Currently, I have my computer on and I'm not hearing it. Well, obviously, my computer's on. I mean, like, I have my case open at the moment just so I can kind of hear this, but, Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, cool. Let's go grab some stacks of emerald chickens and see if we can kind of get this going. That might be enough. That might be enough. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take our roosts, and we're gonna go and just start placing these guys now. Pulling out of these guys is gonna be a little bit of probably a hassle more than anything, but I'm gonna try to make this look somewhat nice as well. Obviously, we're probably gonna be able to get a little bit more out of these, but yeah, if we need to, we could probably expand this just a little bit more if we really, really wanted to. But there we go. So that would be 36 of them currently as it sits. And just kind of doing this. Oh my god. Holy jeez. Well, this is going to be fun. This is going to be very fun. Oh my gosh. That is going to be so much EMC. Well, I mean, one of the quests in this is to reach the max amount of EMC possible, and that might be doable. This very well may be doable. We're about to find out-ish. It might take a little while still, because that is a lot of EMC. I think it's like over 1 trillion or something like that, but still. So currently running all of these watches of flowing time doesn't really seem to be hurting me at the moment. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite me in the butt a little bit later on. I'm hoping. But we're going to go ahead and set all of these guys up first, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to move all of that out of that afterwards. Now currently, as we got down here, we're using item ducks. And I don't know if that's really the route I want to go or not. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm pretty sure the watches of flowing time are going to speed up legitimately about anything we use. So I think we're just probably going to pull out the front of them. That might be the best bet. I mean, we can go around and do the around thing, but then we're also going to be missing the center one. So the center one would have to be pulled out the front. Unless we just want to break the center one. I mean, it would be 32, which isn't bad. I kind of like a number 32. Yeah, we might do that. We might do that, actually. Alright, and then, yeah, let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to start using to pull all of these guys out. Now, let's go ahead and make some item conduits, I guess. Item conduits are great. So let's go ahead and grab a few stacks of those. We can also make some facades up a little bit later on to make them look even nicer. And, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and start working on that. So let's go ahead and pull these guys up and around. I guess we'll go underneath as well. That's just going to make sense. Alright, there we go. I am also going to need to kind of get under here a little bit. What about a conduit probe? Actually, a conduit probe would really help us out on large-scale things like this. So let's go ahead and do that. Probe. Conduit probe. So we're going to need the Yeta wrench. We're going to need some iron, electrical steel, grains of infinity. Let's just see if we can actually get that probe. What do we have and what do we don't have? So you need things like that. We don't have any electrical steel. Well, that's nice to know. All right, well, let's get that fixed up real quick. Pulverized coal. Coal, pulverized. We need a little bit of silicon, which we got. I'm just going to put a little extra in there. We don't need all that right now. And we're just going to toss this inside of you to give us what we want real quick, and then we're just going to EMC it because it is EMCable. It's beautiful. Excuse me? Oh, okay. There we go. Alrighty. And learn. Let's get a few stacks of you out of there. Let's go ahead and put you back inside, and let's try the probe one more time. There we go. A nice, beautiful Yeta wrench. We got grains of infinity, which is fine. We don't need our seats anymore, which is hilarious, by the way. And those don't go into a drawer, so I am going to have to make those up real quick. So there we go. Nice. How much are we doing? Wow. So we're generating a lot. We're actually going to be able to see how much we're generating per second when we're done with this. So let's go ahead and set this up. So we're going to set this up to extract, always active. And we're going to shift right, is it shift right click or shift? How does this work? Oh, there we go. All right, so mouse wheel up, or shift mouse wheel up, my bad. And that changes it between these. So you kind of want it on the bottom right. You see like the little copy. Look, there's like 2 pieces of paper. Make sure it's on that. And then when you're done copying it with a shift right click, swap back over. So basically now we can just go like this, I think. Is it this? Oh, okay. I guess you have to stay on that one. All right then. Well, I'm sorry. I thought differently, I guess. So it needs to stay on that one, and you just right click. There we go. Makes life so much easier. So we don't have to go in and out, in and out, in and out on everything, which is going to be really nice. So we're just going to go ahead and just, you know, wrap around these guys like so. Let's pick you up. And currently, as it sits, these guys are basically doing nothing because they are full. So we need to start working on getting that taken care of here in just a second, which is the plan. And yeah, we're going to be making a lot of EMC. We're going to see exactly how much EMC this is actually going to be making us. And it's just going to be extremely awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and finish that off. There we go. So I think we're pretty much good to go. And I'm probably going to go ahead and take out the center one. So let's go ahead and do that real quick because there's really not any need, and we can just, if we need, we'll have access to kind of look inside, which actually is kind of cool. I think that's pretty awesome. All right, let me just do this real quick because this is actually a lot of emeralds. I'm just going to put a few things inside of our bag so we can break these. No problem. I didn't mean to open that, but it's fine. There we go. So 32 is what we're going to be doing here. 32 roosts with emerald chickens is a good start. Let's go ahead and start working on these settings again. And let's make sure you, and you are good. You. All of these. And all of this should be increased, so we shouldn't need like any upgrades or anything on our item conduits. They should go out pretty fast because of the watches of flowing time. We're gonna basically see if that is indeed the case here in just a minute, which I am fairly certain this is not gonna be an issue. So we're gonna have all of these guys go down into... Oh, I didn't do the bottom of this one. Oh, well, hello. Sorry about that. Easy fix, though. And I do believe that is good. All right, cool. So let's get to the last part of this. So we're going to have to do a little bit of crafting for what we want to do here. There is an item, and I just recently learned about this from playing Project Ozone 3. If we type in @Project EX, we can see that there is a very nice personal EMC link sitting here. So we're going to have to do a little bit of crafting. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to pick up our transmutation table. This is all stored in your player data. So the amount of EMC that you have is stored on your player data, not the tablet. So don't be afraid to break this and copy it up. So there we go. So now we got a bunch of these guys. And this is actually a little bit better than the dark matter pedestals because it has more EMC. So we're just going to go ahead and leave that in there, and we're going to grab an extra, which I guess, honestly, I can't really put them back in there. So that's fine. So let's go ahead and put some of those in there. Let's go ahead and put those inside. Let's put those in there. We don't really need any of that at the moment. And, yeah, let's just go ahead and start clearing our bag out a little bit. We're just going to go ahead and, you know, put all these beautiful emeralds. By the way, a stack is over 1 million EMC, which is nice. And we're generating that pretty quick with just 4. I wonder what 32 is going to do with even more dark matter pedestals. All right. This is going to be cool. All right. So what do we need? We need not only the transmutation table, we're going to need a red matter furnace. So there's a few things we are actually going to need to make here. I do believe we have not even made a block of red matter yet either. Let's find, yeah, I don't think I did. Look at that. So we're gonna need, let's see, we're gonna need 3 of those, and we're gonna need some dark matter blocks as well. So let's go ahead and grab 1, 2, and 3, and a little bit of dark matter. I have not even taught this thing dark matter yet. I don't even have any dark matter. What? Holy jeez. I have no dark matter? Well, I'm gonna solve that problem right now. Can't believe I didn't even teach that thing yet. Alright. There we go. Let's just grab a stack of dark matter. We're not really in a need for, you know, absolutely just needing well, to worry about EMC at the moment. So let's go ahead and go back to furnace, and then we're going to surround this with a little bit of dark matter. There we go. Dark matter achieved, or dark matter furnace achieved, and now red matter furnace achieved. So this is actually more than our table, so we can actually use this instead, and that is what we're going to want to do if we keep using a condenser. But what we're working towards, we're not going to need that. Alright, so we got that, we got the nether stars, and we need an MK2 condenser. Something we have yet to make, which, oh, wait a minute, actually, we might not be able to do this yet. I don't really want to go through and craft that yet. I didn't even think about that. Holy crap, it is an MK2, and we need to make the Draconic. I'm not going to worry about this at the moment. We're just going to use an energy condenser then. So we're going to go ahead and say red matter furnaces, because they cost even more. Alright, so energy condenser will work just fine for now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We won't be able to see the amount of EMC we're generating, but we'll be able to kind of get a rough idea at least. Trust me, we'll see. We can kind of probably be able to count it up a little bit. So what I'm going to end up doing, I think, is probably go ahead and start turning this one off. So let's go ahead and just disable these for the time being. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to disable those for the time being. And we'll just kind of look how slow this is without that. It's pretty slow. Let's go ahead and grab these transmutation tables. And let's go ahead and put them inside. And see that we are over 12 billion EMC now. Holy jeez. Alright. Let's enable it. Let's enable the enabled. Here we go. So we can put this just about anywhere. Dang, I meant to grab some, I meant to hold on to those. Actually, let me grab some stone as well, just so we can make this look nice. Do I have any stone in here? So yeah, we're gonna have to work towards up Draconic, which we actually might make some of that stuff today, just because it's gonna be necessary. But let's grab some stone, item conduits. Okay, you're not in there. I wish there was a way we could link these two together. That would be great, but I don't think that is a thing. Actually, hold on. Let me check. I don't think we have like an equivalence anything for applied energistics, unless it's called something else, which it very well may be called something else. Actually, you know what? Let's just put it down here in front. I think that's going to be a better thing. Yeah, we'll just put it down here in front. So we're going to set this guy. This is going to be the only one that's going to be set to just insert. And there they go. And here we go. Yep. We're generating about, you know, just a little over 10 million EMC. Pretty quick. That's pretty nice. And we're not done yet, by the way. There's still one other thing that we can actually do to kind of make this go faster, speed this along, and maybe even break things even more by using our time in a bottle and our acceleration wand. You can do this on more than one if you wish. I'm just going to go ahead and say I'd recommend maybe for now just one. But time in a bottle on these speeds all of the other ones up, making this work even faster. Yeah. That's pretty nice. And we can make this even bigger. So actually, I am seeing, with that being the case, these things actually are not affected. maybe we should be using the servos instead. Yeah, I think it's time to check this out and see, because these were not having an issue with that, and those very well may be. So let's go ahead and grab a few stacks of item conduits, and let's go ahead and set this up. All right, so we're just gonna vein mine these guys for now. Actually, vein mining these don't work. Crap. Well, that's unfortunate. Good thing they break easily. So we're gonna try this out now. I thought maybe item conduits would work, but apparently not, I guess. And like I said, that is actually rather unfortunate, because I was kind of hoping to be able to make it look nice and use conduit facades around them. But I think I can do the exact same thing with item ducts as well. I think we just need covers. I think there's some covers from thermal that allow you to do that. So we can still kind of make it look nice. I feel like the conduit facades actually help a little bit more, like for like performance and stuff like that. But maybe that's just me. I could be wrong on that. But yeah. Alright, so anyways, that's looking pretty nice already. Alright, let's get these guys hooked back up. Alright, so that's going to input on you. We're just going to run these guys around, basically like we did. That, I don't think it looks that bad. I don't think that looks bad at all. It just looks a little weird. We could use the clear ones. I don't mind the clear ones. I don't use them mainly because it doesn't really bother me. I'm going to be able to see the items regardless coming into where I want them to go. So I don't really care about seeing them, you know, flowing through the pipes themselves. But alright, there we go. So we got that set up. Let's go ahead and start setting these guys up. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do this way. So just double right click and then, you know, set them to ignored. It's not as easy, unfortunately. So I think the last thing we saw in there was like 52, I believe. And this is going to start working while we're doing this, obviously, and it's just going to keep getting faster and faster because we are adding even more exporting to each of these. So basically just more roosts for this thing to just say, hey, get out of here. And these do pull a lot more out, so it's like a stack at a time anyway. So we're going to check that out here in just a second. Let's just say this one. Do these only export out the bottom? Oh, there they go. There they go, okay. Holy crap, man. Okay, I am gonna have to do something about this. Either that or my computer is just having a difficult time trying to keep up with this. That is very possible. My computer could be having a difficult time, or Minecraft could just even be having a difficult time. My computer doesn't sound like it's having any issues at the moment, which is why, like, everything's nice and buttery smooth. But, like, yeah, I think Minecraft might be having a little bit of an issue. That's why I didn't go too much bigger than this, honestly. I wasn't sure if this is still going to be a thing, but we need to figure out a way to kind of get items out of these guys faster. Just so that way we can make this work better. And there might actually be a few ways we can do that. But almost there. And we'll see how well this actually works. Hopefully not too bad. These I can vein mine, so if I want to change the sound and do something a little bit different, I'm fairly certain we can vein mine these at least. That'll definitely kind of speed up a little bit of time and make life a little bit easier for us than the conduits. The item conduits, that is. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and see. Holy, oh my, okay. So that's like 10 million EMC more. Okay, that's more, I think that's more than 10 million. Okay, that might be a lot. Okay, I think that's over 10 million EMC a tick, maybe. Actually, some of them are keeping up. Some of them are keeping up. They all can't keep up. They all don't know what to do. Like, some of these are actually keeping up. I'm not sure why some of them are and some of them aren't. Like, the ones on the top aren't. The ones on certain sides, like the... Yeah, it's so weird. Oh, I see why. Because I doubled, like, these ones up on the corner. That's why those are doing it. This one, I don't know why. I'm assuming maybe because it's so close. But the ones that are, like, doubled up are definitely working really well. For the most part. Well, this one's not doubled up. This is doubled up. So is there a way we could double up the other ones? Like the top corners? Oh, well, the top corners are doubled up too. But this isn't working very well. Huh. I think there's just so much going on, it really does not know what to do. Oh my gosh. Still, though, that is a lot of EMC. Let's see if we could just change this and make this even more. Why not? Oops. I didn't mean to do that. That is insane. And I think we still kind of broke this. So I think I'm going to have to come up with a little bit better design for this. But yeah, that's still a lot of stuff coming in. And yeah, I'm going to have to figure something out about that. Some of these are just not exporting at all. There's got to be something we could do about that. Because that is a lot of EMC that's happening right now. And yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of EMC. But still, this is working all right. We're getting a lot of EMC in for sure. I just need to come in here, maybe play around with a few items and see what would work better to just pull legitimately everything we possibly can out of this as quickly as possible. So today, what did we learn? Well, we learned this is going to work for one. The acceleration wand works on the pedestals to make all of the other ones work faster even, because this particular one we're hitting is making all the other ones work faster, which it does by default anyway. Then we also learned that the time in the bottle also accelerates them, which actually does, I think, a lot better job, honestly. And you'll see even more of like the little ender particles once you make it go even faster. So they start generating even more, kind of signifying, hey, we're working really fast right now. I almost probably don't even know how much time has even passed in this world now, because I think it affects real world time. Holy Jesus. That is so much EMC. That is insane. Let's go see how much we got. And this is just from, what is it, like 5 or 10 minutes? So we're at 12, almost 13 billion EMC. And now we're about, you know, that's pretty good. That's over 5 billion EMC in just a few minutes. Not bad at all. Totally not bad at all. And I can just let these keep running even if I wanted to, but I'm probably going to pick those up. I'm going to probably try to play around with this a little bit off camera. If you guys have some ideas, by all means, put them in the comment section down below. See if we can come up with something that's going to export out of these even faster and better, because these things may not be doing it. Maybe because we want to go to a top tier servo even. We could try a resonant servo. Let's compare these just real quick. Extraction rate of 0.5 seconds, so it's the exact same. It just has a speed boost for the items to make their way through, and maybe that is something that will help. Maybe a speed boost would help. But there might be some other things that would kind of help out a little bit more even. I'll just have to play around and see. But if you guys have some ideas, by all means, put them down in the comment section down below. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, also put those down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys want to hit that like button, it really helps me out. Lets me know you guys are still enjoying the series. And yeah, I guess that's going to do it for today. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys back in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.